Hey guys, it's Cora Ross and welcome to 6 News. So, something has been gaining traction in the Rainbow Six Siege community and I want to hit it and put forward some evidence, but also evidence against it as well, because I don't want people getting overly hyped in case it's not real. And that is the idea that we're going to have a special event coming with the Australian season. So, of course, like Outbreak, but a more realistic tactical co-op basically for Rainbow Six Siege, which would be great. And I would hope it isn't actually a limited time event and it just simply actually replaces Terrorist Hunt. That would be awesome for me. And then maybe they can add maps to it as time goes on or something like that. But let's go over it. A lot of people are thinking there's some sort of nuclear event coming with the Australian season that would be kind of like Outbreak, but it wouldn't be like monsters and stuff. It would be terrorists we're fighting. Now, the evidence for this is not very concrete. There's people talking about there being an original leak about an Australian event. As far as I know, there hasn't been. And if you know my channel, you know I kind of keep up to date with all the leaks, the news, everything. And I never seen anything about a special Australian event that would be based on the nuclear stuff, except for one place, and that was a fan-made roadmap with an event called Decay. Now this is fan-made by the user also telling us that it's fan-made. And as far as I know, there wasn't an actual leak or text-based leak or anything on Reddit saying there was going to be a nuclear-based Australian one. But maybe I missed it. It's always possible. Sometimes I do sleep. However, there was a fake leak that came out detailing a nuclear campaign. However, I debunked it at the time. So it was this leak here. Now, I showed that the actual image used in this came from a completely different game from Rainbow Six Siege. So they would debunk that. You can also see, looking back at it now, they were totally wrong with the Moroccan DLC. Completely and utterly wrong. They were wrong about the new gadgets. That didn't happen as well. And they then mention Operation Fallout, where they talk about a 5-campaign co-op mission. However, there's no mention of Australia. So all the information in this fake leak was wrong. None of it was right. Now, of course, there could be some sort of special event coming that I don't know about, but as far as I can tell, there was never a leak talking about this. And although people have been saying that there was, I'm pretty damn sure there never was. Now let's move on to the actual evidence for there potentially being an event coming with the Australian season. So first up is the teasers. The very first teaser for Outbreak was a sign, which looked like this. The very first teaser for the Australian season was a sign. That's certainly interesting, and the very first time I seen that teaser I did think, that's curious, that they decided to go with a sign. It has no connection at all to the map or the operators, but it has a slight connection to Outbreak, definitely. So that is definitely interesting, but it's of course not concrete information. The other little connection to Outbreak is the teaser trailer. Operation Chimera that brought us Outbreak, the teaser trailer featured both of the new operators. Now, this was interesting, of course, and it was the very first time we've seen 2 operators being used in a teaser trailer together. It had never happened before, and it didn't happen until the Australian teaser came out with both operators in it. So again, that is another tiny connection to Outbreak. But again, it's also not very concrete. The name of the season is also Burnt Horizon, which is definitely a nuclear reference. And the map is all about a convoy, a nuclear convoy that has crashed while being chased at our map location. Now the thing about both of them is that, first of all, operation names never usually have any real connection to anything in the season. So I think Velvet Shell, wasn't particularly, it was a great name, but it didn't connect up to anything. Even Operation Chimera, even though it's, a virus, doesn't really connect up to the whole Outbreak thing entirely. So, yeah, that's pretty sketchy. And the fact that the map has a backstory, every map has a backstory. So, Mafia was in control of the map in Parabellum, and that didn't play any kind of event or anything in there. So, I just don't think that there is actually going to be an event. The other reason for it is Outbreak was marketed a full season before it actually came out. And not to market what would be a really cool kind of story mode based around the Rainbow Six Siege kind of universe, which would be against like terrorists, what Rainbow's up against, I think that would go down really well with the fans. So not to market it nice and early would seem like a really big mistake. I think what they did with Outbreak, marketing early, really built up a huge amount of hype. I think they could have done the same here. The other thing that goes against this idea is that we're getting a map. Of course, with Operation Chimera, because we got this big special event, we did not get a map. And I really highly doubt that we would get this big event plus a map. Now, another nail in the coffin for this theory of a special event is the time that has actually been scheduled for the reveal. So the Year 4 roadmap has been scheduled with 45 minutes to show it off. Now, to go through the full roadmap and what they're looking to do in the future, I could easily see them filling up 45 minutes. But they could easily have the end of this be 15-minute gameplay of this brand new special event. That would totally work and they could totally fit it in. However, it would completely overshadow the actual roadmap. Like it's a Year 4 roadmap panel, so they really should not overshadow it with this brand new special event out of nowhere. It really doesn't seem like a good marketing idea. Now, when it comes to the actual season reveal, which of course should include everything, is only 30 minutes long. Now, of course, they're going to have to show off the new operators, their new gadgets, and tell us how they work. They're going to have to show off the brand new map. They'll probably bring the actual map designer on for a little bit to go over some of that. Then, of course, they also need to show off the Lion rework, which they've already told us they're going to do at the 6 Invitationals. So that is easily going to fit into 30 minutes. So I really doubt they have enough time to actually show off a brand new special event. And if we actually go back and look at the Outbreak reveal, so the actual schedule for that is the seasonal reveal was actually pushed a day ahead. And then the actual Outbreak reveal was on a completely different date. They spread it out over 2 days. The advantage is, it's 6 Invitationals is in Montreal where the developers are based. So they can have as many panels and stuff scheduled in as they want at this event. It's very easy for them because they're right there. So last time with Operation Chimera, they were able to give us a lot of time to show off all this stuff and really build up the hype. And this year we only have 1 day with the actual panels scheduled in. So I don't think there's enough room to show it off if it exists. But maybe I'm wrong. And the other thing is we have leaks of everything. We got leaks of the operator names, their gadgets. We got to see screenshots of in-game screenshots, which showed us a little peek at the map and stuff like that. We've got the main menu screenshot. The idea that a whole Outbreak style mode has gone without any leaks seems really unlikely. It could, don't get me wrong, there's definitely a lot that can get through, but I just think if it existed, it would have been leaked by now. We would have had something more kind of concrete. But I could always be wrong. There could be there's a special event coming with the Australian season. I just don't think there is. And I think it's the best way to go into it. Hold your expectations lower and you probably won't be disappointed when you get the full reveal this weekend. Now, of course, we'll probably have the actual full trailer today. So whatever, if there is something coming, we'll probably find out about it today. If there's not, we will probably hear nothing about it. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, guys, and I'll catch you next time.